Well, hi, Derek. It's great to be talking with you today. I'm Nancy Laine, and for those of you who are watching this right now, um, we were teaching a workshop about LinkedIn on MacDill Air Force Base last month, October 2014. And this was a workshop put on by our 501c3 nonprofit called Project Transition USA. We've been doing these workshops on MacDill now pretty much every month for 2 years now. And they're they're free. You know, we volunteer our time to do this. And this is for transitioning active duty personnel on MacDill that are enrolled in their TAP program. But today we have Derek Zitka with us. Excuse me, Derek, for slaughtering your name there. But I know that you were in our workshop last time, and I just want to tell you, I'm just so glad you were there. I know you really caught the bug, didn't you?
I did, Nancy. I tell you what, as I was going through all these TAP classes, I figured I was just coming to one other, military briefing, Ferris Bueller type, not very interesting. And I certainly got way more than I expected. I don't think I stopped writing notes from 8 to 4. So I just wanted to tell you I really appreciate everything that you and Project Transition USA are doing for us. Beyond a class, you're bringing in civilians from the outside who are also teaching us and trying to connect us, and it really has opened up a world of opportunity, I think, for me and for everybody who was in that class. So, again, just really appreciate that.
Oh, well, thank you, Derek. I appreciate those kind words, and it was just great to have you there because I know you're really a giver, and your LinkedIn profile certainly reflects that. And I'm just going to be showing everybody, this is, of course, what you're seeing on the screen here is Derek's LinkedIn profile as it is right today. And look at that. You've already got 125 first-level connections. Good for you.
Well, I'm doing the best I
can.
Taking some of your, I know I got more work to do. But
That's not bad for 2 weeks. Very good. And as I scroll down here, I just wanted to show everybody that your current position on MacDill is you're the Chief of Medical Plans and Operations for the Army there in MacDill. And you provide support for over 65,000 Joint Special Operations Forces deployed around the world. And, boy, that's a big job. Thank you for what you're doing.
Well, thanks, Nancy.
Absolutely. So what we were going to talk about is how to very elegantly invite the members of a group that you're in to connect. LinkedIn recently made a change. It used to be that when you invited somebody to connect that was in a group, right in your invitation request there, groups would be an option, and you could just select that and then write them a little note. But that has been taken away. We're not sure exactly why. We miss it bad. So LinkedIn, if you're listening to this, please put it back if at all possible. We really miss that. It was such a nice way of being able to tell people how we knew them, just to jog your memories. But we have found, I guess, what we call a workaround, and we're just going to show you how to do that today. So you can follow our lead, and actually Derek's going to be doing this on his own profile while we speak. So the first thing I'll do is just take you back to my profile. I'm going to show you that, okay, this is my profile you're seeing now. You can see that now, Derek?
I can, definitely.
Okay, all right. As you scroll down my profile, past my summary section here, you'll notice my first position in my experience section is my position with the nonprofit that we're doing here. And then scrolling down here, you'll see as my second position, I've created a job title that says Member of Project Transition USA Group on LinkedIn and supporting transitioning military and vets. And by the way, this little diamond is to get that, it's just as simple as copy and paste off of my profile. So in a second, what I'm going to invite you to do, Derek, is just to, we're going to pass the baton to you. We're going to be able to see you doing this. I'm going to ask you to go to my profile and then just copy this whole thing and then go back to your profile, and we're going to have you start a new position. So in other words, I'll just tell you right now, as a review for everybody that might be new here, the way you go into edit mode is you put your cursor there over Profile tab at the top, and you choose Edit Profile. And you know you're in Edit Profile mode the second you see these little blue pencil marks. And then what you do is you scroll down to the Experience section, and you click on Add a Position, which gives you the chance to fill these things out. And I'm just going to tell you a couple of things here that will be helpful. You know, in this case, I'd like you to go ahead and put Project Transition USA as your company name. And what's going to happen as soon as you type that whole thing in, our company page is going to pop up right underneath, and you're going to click on Project Transition USA. That connects you with our company page.
Great.
And it puts that nice little, colored logo on your profile. And your title will just be member of Project Transition USA. And we prefer it if you do add that helping transitioning military and vets. Your title can be that long. You can always go back in and put that diamond-shaped later to separate the keyword phrases. But that is something that we teach people all the time, is that those titles need to contain keywords that you want to be found by. And so in this case, we will not have you put a location because we're worldwide. Time period, you're going to just put the year 2014. You don't have to put a month. And then you're going to click on I currently work here. And something I want to point out right now, you see how as soon as I clicked on that, this little thing came up? You do not want to leave that check in or take that check out, because they're assuming that you want to change the headline at the top of your profile underneath your name to this title, which you don't. So you be really careful and take that check out. And then you can just copy and paste what I have on my profile about our group in there. It helps us because we want to have both civilians and more transitioning military and veterans joining our group. The more the merrier. That is, like you were saying. Yeah. It's one of our main strategies is helping transitioning military meet, very influential civilians that can really be helpful to you. And you're transitioning February 1st in 2015, correct?
Yeah, that's hoping to start work by then.
It's coming up. So, yeah, this is certainly not too early to be doing this. And thank you in advance for helping us get some great new members into our group. We're always looking to do that. We've already got about 1,600 in there now in just about a year or so.
Wow. We're
doing good. But so anyway, after you do all that, you're just going to click the Save button, and then we'll direct you from there. So I'm going to go up here to pass the presenter role to you. And you're probably going to see something there. You're going to accept the presenter role, Derek?
I'm trying to do that.
Okay. Is it popping up there?
It's popping up.
Okay.
It's thinking about it.
All right. And then we'll see what your screen looks like. And while we're waiting for that, I don't know what it is, a slow internet connection today or something, but I was waiting longer than usual on something before too. But anyway, while we're waiting for that to pop up, again, what you're going to be doing is going straight to my profile, just copying that particular position off of it. And by the way, I invite people to use the ideas from my profile. I just consider it, the highest form of flattery, really. And the way I feel about it, why should you have, especially transitioning military, why would you have to reinvent the wheel when, for instance, if you like the way my summary section is filled out, you can copy and paste that into a Word document and use the structure of it and just change the words to where they're accurate for you. We're still waiting
Nancy,
here.
this is not playing nicely with others. It will not let me take over from you.
Oh, it says decline the presenter role.
Yeah, each time I try to take it, it tells me that it won't let me do it.
Oh, that's interesting.
But I definitely understand what you're trying to tell me.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's okay. We don't absolutely have to have you doing that. But basically, let me just show people.
Yeah, I was going to say, go ahead and put it on my profile. Absolutely.
Yeah, you bet. After you've done that, when you go to invite somebody to connect, let's, for instance, let me just show you something. We're going to go into our Project Transition USA group right now. And here's how you get there. You choose groups, and you type in Project Transition USA. And I prefer to have you just go ahead and click on the blue button here instead of picking one of these, because we have like 17, 18 subgroups, and sometimes people get confused as far as what the main group is. So just click on the blue button. And yes, I want to leave the page. So now we have it right on the top. You just click on the name of the group to get into the group. Now, of course, I'm already a member, and so this button says member. But if I hadn't joined yet, it would be a button that says join. So to join the group, you just click join, of course, and you will instantly be a member. If you're not instantly a member, it just means that perhaps you don't have any connections. We do have some safety settings there, because a lot of times hackers don't have any connections, or maybe one, and it's just a way of recognizing people that aren't really real people. There's a lot of fake profiles on LinkedIn, so we try to be careful. And if something looks just a little suspicious, we have to approve you to join, but chances are it won't be a problem. We'll approve you right away. So anyway, you're seeing what the group looks like. The only difference, since I'm a manager of this group, you won't be seeing this manage button there, but you will have all the other tabs here. So basically, what I'm going to say is the first thing to do after you join, I would encourage you to take a look at some of our discussions, get a feel for what we're doing. Like, for instance, I've recently put this link to a blog post I wrote about Kathy Charette from Walt Disney, who came and spoke at one of our recent LinkedIn workshops on McDowell for Space. And people can comment and like it. That's the kind of thing we encourage you to do. Once you're a member, start participating until you get your courage up and you feel confident to start a discussion of your own, and then we certainly welcome you to do that. Mm-hmm. And we ask that the discussions be within the realm of something that would help transitioning military get jobs, because that's what the purpose of our group is. So anyway, the next thing is, I would say, click on the Members tab, and I'll just show you something that I teach everybody in our workshops. I know you know this, Derek, already, that once you click on the Member tab, this little box pops up here, and you can add any keywords you want, and you can search our member base. Look at that. We've got over 1,600 people in it now. You can search our member base by any keyword you want, and that keyword could be anything from Disney. If you want to see who was in our group that's connected with Disney, you could do that. Just for instance, this time I'm going to put Bright House, because Bright House Networks is going to be sponsoring our workshop tomorrow on McDowell Air Force Base. So let's just go ahead and I'm going to put in Bright House Network, and we're just going to see who's in our group. It's going to show us who has those keywords on their profile. It doesn't mean they necessarily work there, but we do have a lot of people that work there that are in there. So, for instance, Brian Weber, he's the Corporate Director of Public Engagement at Bright House. He's in our group. He's in Orlando. Jennifer Tracy, she's been at 2 of our workshops, and she's the Senior Director of Talent Acquisition. She won't be there tomorrow, but Molly McKinley will be, and Molly is the director. She is in charge of talent acquisition at Bright House. She has 12 recruiters that report to her, and they're buying lunch for us tomorrow. And along with Molly, Brittany is going to come, but let's see, I don't see Brittany in here. But anyway, you'll see all of these people I'm first level connected with, except when we get down to Steve in Commander. Now, This means Stephen is a member of our group, and as well as Brandon. Stephen obviously works at Bright House Networks. Brandon doesn't. It could be that he used to, or whatever. All we really know is that he's got those keywords on his profile somewhere. And so let's say I want to invite Stephen to connect, and I do actually. So I'm going to click on Connect right from within our group. I'm going to click on Connect. And you'll see groups is not an option. It used to be until the 1st of October, but it's gone now. So what I do now that I have added that position on my profile, I'm able to click on Colleague, and I look for that position. And here it is. See? I click on this because it's a position that I have created in my profile. And now he'll be able to see that the reason I know him is because we're both members of the Project Transition SA group. So I always tell people, take out that awful little default message and always type a personal message. And I would just say, hi, Stephen. We're very grateful that Bright House is open our LinkedIn. You know, you just think of something that is something you have in common with them. Until Air Force is tomorrow. You work with a great company. And I'd be honored to connect with you. And I say on behalf of our transitioning military. And you know what? You can do that too, because that's really why we're connecting. That's why we're here. It's all about shooting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then watch this. I'm going to copy my message, and I'm going to hit send. And then you see how it says invitation to student commander sent. Click on this, and I'll just show you a little trick. Click on this. And if you see this, you can click on Note, and then I put the date, and just paste that invitation in there. And I'll show you why this is so great. Can you click Save? And then forever and a day, I can go look at his profile and see exactly when and who invited who and how I know him and all that. It's really hard to remember after a while. And it's a great thing to be able to do. Now, if you're not seeing this, it could very well be that you have not downloaded this wonderful app that LinkedIn is making available to us for free. The way you get this is you go to a separate website, and it's called contacts.linkedin.com. That's what the website is. And you go to that website, you click on the little yellow button that says Get Those app, and it will start overlaying this onto your first level connections and second level connections profiles. I know with third level you can't even see the profile. So that's why you need to be connected to somebody on close range. But anyway, one thing I want to note is when you're downloading that contacts.linkedin.com app, be very careful and be looking for something that might be kind of like too easy to miss, that says that you want to send a message to everybody in your email box, inviting them to connect with you on LinkedIn. Be looking for that. It might pop up. You have to take that check out because they cannot do that without your permission. I'm just saying that because it happened to somebody I knew, and I can't really see because I already have it. I don't remember seeing
Mm.
that when I put it on there, but, he was a bit embarrassed by that, and I don't blame him. They should not make it that, easy to miss. But anyway, they're learning. So anyway, back to our group. So basically, that's the workaround on how to invite people to connect inside the group. You only want to do this with group members, of course. And, of course, the way you get there, just as a little reminder, is you click on members, you type in whatever keyword you want. It brings these 7 people up that have that on their profile. And then you just click on connect with the people that you're second level with. And so one little challenge I'll give you, Derek, is to see how many people you're connected with in the group that your first level connections with. And here's how you can easily do that. You can see very easily now. You can just take the keyword out and just go back to the main members.
That's such a great workaround, Nancy.
It's all I can think of right now. Now, of course, you can't do this for every single group you're in, because we really do recommend people join 50 groups. That's the maximum that LinkedIn will let you join. And when you join a group, of course, you're not first or second or third level connected to the people in the group, but you do have them in your extended network. And that's very important because at least you're visible to them to some degree. And but anyway, so the way this works is when you just click on the Members tab and you see members here, you will have your first level connections right at the top. And think about it this way, too. The people that you're first level with, your name is going to be to the top of their list, too. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Now, I'm connected with so many people in our group because I really do make it a point to connect with as many people as I can. All I can see is 25 pages of people, and there's 10 to each page. But I'm just trying to show you, I don't even get to a second level. I'm connected with that many people, and I can't see anybody besides that. They'll cut you off. They won't let us see all of our members all at once.
Sure.
Only 25 pages, So 250 people, in other words. So,
wow.
Anyway, that's just our little lesson for today as far as the workaround. Yeah, and was there any questions that you had on that, Derek?
No, I just really want to tell you I appreciate that. We you had shown us how important these connections are and how easy it is for us to make them. And when you get to that spot where you're not an actual colleague and you're not an actual, none of the definitions fit, this is a tremendous way to make sure that you're not trying to connect to somebody who just flat out doesn't know who you are. So I do appreciate that so much.
Absolutely. Let me just ask you a quick question, Derek. Are you planning to stay in Tampa Bay after the transition?
I am.
Are you? Okay.
Absolutely.
Well, I just want to show you something real quick. If you type in, because we typed in Bright House Network, the name of the company before, but I just want to make it really clear that you can type in any keyword you want. And so, for instance, you can type in Tampa Bay.
And you could put the plus sign, right?
Yeah. Thank you. I'll show you that, too. You can type in Tampa Bay.
That's a great one, too.
And.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, for instance, what might be a keyword that would describe one of your skills that would be real helpful?
Maybe
in
healthcare, something
healthcare?
that related.
Okay. And so here's a little tip for you. When there's more than one keyword in each keyword phrase, I put quotes around them. Okay, because you don't want, for instance, people popping up that just have the word care in their profile. And I also realize that some people spell healthcare in one word, right? So you want to put that also so you catch them, whatever way they're using to spell it, and you click search. Let's just see what we find here. 14 people
Great.
in Tampa Bay, or at least they have Tampa Bay on their profile. We're noticing here that all of these people do. They're all in Tampa Bay. Actually, this one's Fort Lauderdale. That's interesting. But what we're learning is he probably has Tampa Bay on his profile somewhere.
Somewhere.
Yeah. And all these people have something to do with healthcare. For instance, Steve Rinker, he's a good friend. He's a healthcare recruiter. So he's a very good person to know. Real estate investing and building is just another thing that he does, but he's also very active in healthcare recruiting. I'd encourage you to connect with him if you're not already. And
Great.
So here's just one other little tip real quick. If you want to find out, for instance, why Jonathan Putis is number one on this list for these keywords, even though all these people are first level to me, well, look at that. I found some that aren't. Now, this is a way to find people that are second, typing in keywords. Great. Interesting. I might invite them to connect too. But anyway, just a little quick lesson. When you see who's on the top, you can open up their profile and notice where those keywords are on their profile. Here's a little tip for you. You push down the control key and also hold down the F key for F for find at the same time. You'll see how this little thing pops up in the bottom here. You can type in healthcare. And look, it instantly takes you to the first place where that word appears on their profile. And so what this is teaching us, of course, is that that's why you want to have a long headline with lots of keywords right in it, because sometimes that's all people can see about you. And then you can scroll down and find where those words are in the rest of his profile too. By continuing to type in healthcare, see, look at that. You can see that he has healthcare typed in the description of one of his jobs. So that really helps you rank high too. So, of course, if it's a really super important keyword to you, you want to have it sprinkled throughout your profile in lots of different places. Job titles, descriptions, et cetera, et cetera. But there's a million things to learn about LinkedIn. But this little technique we're having here where you can see my screen and hear us talk, I think is going to really help people. And thank you very much, Derek, for being part of this little experiment today. It's the first time we've really done this. And we're planning to add this to our YouTube channel. We now have a brand new Project Transition USA YouTube channel. There's nothing on it yet, but there will be now. So thanks again.
Well, thank you for helping us.
Absolutely. And I guess we're not going to see you tomorrow on McGill, are we?
Not unless I just come surprise you.
Oh, hey, that would be great. Well, and again, this is Derek Ditko, who's talking with us today. I want to take you back to his profile and show you one more time. Thank you very much, Derek. Really looking forward to getting to know you better through our Project Transition USA group. And, of course, I'll be talking with you soon. Seeing you probably soon because you're in Tampa Bay here. So I guess we'll just say over and out for now.
Appreciate it. Thanks,
continued.
Nancy. Thanks, Nancy.
Thank you. Bye-bye.